What's going on, guys? Welcome into your energy news beat here on this gorgeous Friday, January 8th, 2021. As always, I'm your humble correspondent, Michael Tanner, coming to you from an undisclosed location here in Denver, Colorado, joined by the executive producer of the show, the purveyor of the show, and the director and publisher of the world's greatest website, energynewsbeat.com, Stuart Turley. How you doing today?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we got a flight suit on.
Yeah, holy
We're going
smokes.
around the
You
world.
said we need to buckle up for our international news desk. You can check all that and a bag of chips out on our rundown. I'd be remiss to say happy birthday, Mom. She's a young, cool 37, so shout out to her. But before we dive into the U.S. equities, guys, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, Energy Newsbeat. Also, go to our website, www.energynewsbeat.com. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be the place for your energy finances. It already is the place for energy finance. Tell your friends, tell your buddies, get us on, comment, do whatever you think. We really appreciate all the early love we gotten so far. On the U.S. equity side, it's a mixed bag today. Stocks down, zero point 0.2 percentage points on the upside for SPY, by 0.75 percentage point for Nasdaq. Dow Jones down about 1/10 of a percentage point. And this really comes down to a couple of the swing votes. Right now, Suzanne Collins, Democrat from Maine, and Senator Joe Manchin, a Democrat, but both moderate out of West Virginia. They kind of become now the swing votes. If reminding me of the Kevin Costner movie Swing Vote. They
Yep.
are really in control. Stocks were really paired today. I bring up Manchin because he came out early in the day and said he was against $2,000 stocks. Any gains that we actually had were pared back. We fought back a little bit after his spokesperson then comes out and says, I'm actually going to backtrack. We're going to evaluate each stimulus as it comes. As we know, there's a $3 trillion proposed stimulus package out there by President-elect Joe Biden. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens when he takes office in the 20th. Moving over now to crude oil. Oh, I'd be remiss to say, guys, that U.S. economy lost 140,000 jobs in December. Not good, according to the Labor Department. Economists polled by Dow Jones expected a gain of 50,000. On other news, bank stocks did rise up to their highest levels after the 10-year benchmark reached some of their highest levels since March 20th, the coronavirus breakdown, breaking above 1.1 percentage points on that 10-year curve. Crude oil prices, they'll have themselves a good day. 52.17, or about 2.5 percentage points on the upside. Back end of the curve, 1.6 percentage points, or about 50.11. So we're still in that contango market. Natural gas down about 1.5%, $2.70 even. Back end of the curve, $2.88. James Herzovek, one of my favorite guys over at FX Empire, talking about natural gas. His quote out today was, price action for natural gas suggests a 2-week long-short covering rally may be out of steam ahead of after the government storage report fell short of expectations. Recall we had 130 billion cubic draw from U.S. natural gas stocks yesterday. Apparently, it looks like on the heels of that, this 2-week long-short scenario we've been observing now. Highly recommend following out James Herzberg over at FX Empire. Let's move over now into XOP. Normally we see crude oil and XOP trade in tandem. That's not the case, guys. 1.5% on the downside for XOP, 65.52, 175 even for our OIH, which is 1.1 percentage points on the downside. Some of our biggest movers equities-wise on the downside, Halcor's down 5 percentage points, Sandridge down 6 percentage points, PBF down 6 percentage points, Phoenix Minerals, our biggest one on the downside, 6.4 percentage points. On the upside, some good numbers. Telrinian up 6 percentage points. Flex LNG up 7.5. Grantera up 7.6. Transglobe up 10. Perville Royalty Trust up 11. And our friends over at Ring Energy up 15 percentage points. $1.07 even. All right, Stu, I'm buckling in. What's on the international news desk today?
Okay, as we buckle up and put your tray tables up, we are over in Paris, France, with our buddies over at Total. And the chief executive, Patrick Pouyanné, I hope I said that right. Total is keeping up. Total, excuse me. That was my
Total. It's a
Total.
Total.
Hey, we're going to have some cappuccino. Okay, boy, that was horrible. I'm sorry. Okay, real quick, what was your favorite Back to the Future movie?
It's got to be the original Doc Brown #1.
Okay, make fun of me as I say this, okay? They are now aiming for 35 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts.
Oh my gosh, gigawatts. I can't say gigawatt. I mean gigawatts anymore.
It's gigawatts, but it's funner to
Yeah,
say
gigawatts. Yeah, of gross renewable energy capacity by 2025. Right now, they are at 9 gigawatts. I mean gigawatts. So, okay, that's in Paris. We are
Doc
moving.
Brown is international. I love it.
Oh yeah. Okay, we are in Barcelona, Spain now. We were in France. Now, Barcelona, Spain, this one is actually from Ragosa has awarded the contract to operate, has been awarded for the Guyana LNG plant. Okay,
Oh,
so we are in Spain. They have rolled this from the China Xinjiang Shipbuilding, a subsidiary of China State Shipbuilding. So we've been to, within one conversation, we have been all the way from Spain to Guyana over to China, and now there's even more in here. And so the for all of this area, this is going to be 1.7 million metric tons of LNG per year for that area. That's 30%. Isn't that cool?
it's
Okay.
huge. That's going to be, I was given this signal. That's a money, money, money.
It is money, and I'm so happy because that's a lot lower cost energy to all the good people over there in Guyana.
Hunter,
Okay,
speaking of low cost energy, what's this? What's up with these Peruvian wind farms?
here we go next. Boom, and that is we are now in Peru. Now we went from Guyana to Peru, and these wind farms are located in the Chota province of whatever, Kamahara. Sorry, my pronunciation's horrible. You're going to tease me forever on that one. It's more than 2,400 meters above sea level. So you're having to carry these things over your shoulder with a pack mule on these wind farms. That's huge. The startup of the Duna and Hombos Peruvian state plan to cover 60% of the energy demand by 2025. That is unbelievable. They're bringing renewable energy in places I never thought it possible.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I joke about solar, obviously, in my opinion, it's probably not the lowest cost, but holy
Right.
smokes, if you can get 60% of your power generated from solar, it can be renewable. There's a lot more, there's an OPEX cost with solar.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
think a lot of people don't realize. There's an operating expense to solar, not unlike what goes on
Right.
in the oil and gas business, but I think you hit the nail on the head, Stu, with that 60% number. Woo!
That's just crazy. Okay, a giant Petrobras, another Kevin Costner movie. Did you see Waterworld? Okay,
No, I didn't.
that's the tanker that they reused. I'm just kidding. They've redone it as a floating drill and processing ship out there. According to Petrobras, on Thursday, their previous record was in 2015 at 2.3 million barrels per day of oil.
Oh.
And now they have blown past that last year for 1.86 million BOB in barrels per day in 2020, representing 66% of total production of Petrobras. Unbelievable amount of extra stuff, especially considering their floating work that they get to deal with. Kevin Costner would have loved to use that one.
Yeah, I mean, Brent oil price is above $55. I mean, it's, drill baby drill. Why not?
Drill, baby, drill.
And, speaking of that on the U.S. energy side, rig counts come out today. +9 for U.S. Good for us. This is the craziest number, Stu. 58 increase of rigs in the Canadian oil patch. Woo-hoo! That's almost a 50% increase week over week. It's still 86 less than they had last year, but that brings Canadian oil rig total to 117. I mean, someone's get put back to work. This is a good sign.
That is a fantastic sign. We got to get our young man up there on the horn.
Yeah, now the problem is this whip snapping too quickly? Should we have been,
Yeah.
the question, I see Canada did ag 58 rigs. The question is, should they have? And that's a question that we will answer at another time. I'm not so sure about that. Should the U.S. be adding 9 rigs? That's maybe an easier conversation to have, but it's very interesting. Courtesy of our friends over at Mudrock Energy and Dave Boyer, we love him. Horizontal rigs came in at 318. Horizontal oil rigs were 240, and horizontal gas rigs were about 78. Check out Mudrock Energy, guys. We had a dashboard on our markets page. Great stuff over there. 2 other stories, one that Stu sent me over from Tesla, we'll get to later. But first, guys, Oak Tree Capital invests $700 million into a Denver-based natural gas company called BKV. I think I
Wow.
spelled it. Yeah, BKV. I think I spelled it wrong in the show notes. I'll have to change. I said BRV. It's BKR. And as part of the deal, they're going to invest in some North Texas stuff. They also were in the deal to acquire Devon Energy stuff, which was announced last December. It includes properties that averaged 600 million cubic feet of shale natural gas in the third quarter of last year. The properties include also proven reserves that held roughly 4 trillion cubic feet. Upon the deal's close, BKV will become one of the largest natural gas producers in the United States. Whew!
Wow.
Whew! So
That's
move
big.
over EQT. Here
Yeah.
comes BK, or what is it? BKV?
Boy, now you're starting to talk like me when I can't pronounce all of them things around the world.
And yeah,
You
and
can't
English
even
is
get three initials, dude.
unfortunately my only language. The original $100 million investment actually took place on December 17th, and then 2 days ago, Oaktree fully funded the other $600 million. Like I said, to bring that total up to $700 million. Hey, Oaktree, call us up. We'd love to help. Let's get you some more publicity out there. We're capitalists over here. What can I say? Speaking of capitalism, Tesla
Oh my
tops
goodness.
Facebook to become the most valuable company in the world. Stu, you got a crack out of this because Elon Musk, what did he tweet? Oh, how strange. Well, back to work, he said on Thursday, and that's pretty funny. To give you guys an idea, Tesla has surpassed Facebook in terms of market value, making it the 5th most valuable company in the S&P 500 as shares closed again at another all-time high. Give you an idea, the market capitalization of the electric vehicle electric vehicle company Tesla, $773 billion, a little bit higher than above Facebook's, which sits at $767 billion. What's a few billion between friends? Really, what's a 2 billion? This also makes Elon Musk the richest person in the world, passing Amazon's Jeff Bezos. His current net worth is now $188 billion compared to that of just $184 billion. I love the quotes in there. Just 100, gotta love it.
Oh yeah. What's a few billion between friends?
What is
Oh,
nice though, and I saw somebody tweet this, and I don't know who it was, so I'm not taking credit for this, but
right.
it's really cool that the richest guy in the world can do like a derivative. It's really cool
Oh
that the
yeah.
richest guy in the world is like an engineer. That just makes guys like me feel good. Hey, I've got a shot then. I don't just have to start some SaaS tech company.
There's your shot.
Stu, it's been a great week. This is our first week of shows. We got a hall pass to give out. I'm so excited. I've had too much fun this week.
Oh, we have had a great week. We have great things coming for this year.
Oh, I would just continue to check out www.energynewsbeat.com, the world's greatest website. With that, guys, I think it's hall pass time. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, let you finish up your day. You can tell your boss, Michael said you can leave. Get on out of here. We will check back in with you Monday for another episode of the Energy News Beat. Have a great weekend.